Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jump in the front seat to play with the speakers. Thunder my plans, stretch on my fans. Plus when I stop at my customize fans. Flush like brush like plus I got them up plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face. Your chain is a neck.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure, popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit, beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen Brianna and parking the top he box seats. I'm watching all shit, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Bar. Beat I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like tight. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. Well, say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. But say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Oilers, and it comes away next on EA
New beginning,
Sports.
fellas. New season.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space
Let's see what the fuck is going
Houston,
on.
Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Oilers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin.
All right, Trevor Lawrence.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Hey,
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. He finds his man complete. It's Bennett. Quick slant, good for 8 and first.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Man, why y'all didn't let me click on the nigga underneath?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. This is Wilkins. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Come on, man.
This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let me click on the man.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength can make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
First down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Come on,
He
bro.
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That was a fucking terrible fucking route.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Pickens. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And it's caught.
Bro, they just don't let nobody react to them. You got a little 5'9" receiver that just don't nobody react on him.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Boy, this shit bullshit.
They run with Wilkins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Bro, why?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hands it off. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So holding on the offense.
So I guess I wasn't supposed to get that 1st down.
Will change hands on the fumble recovery. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped.
Y'all just won't pick shit, huh?
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury.
That was supposed to have been a sack.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That bullshit.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact,
to actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is
Houston. From 17 yards out,
Philly, the
Oilers have got it back to within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, what the fuck is this? That's why.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a takedown.
Bullshit!
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He was sitting right there, dog. Come on, man. Stop the fool. Niggas literally just picked me up the same fucking way.
Yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Coleman. He's going to rifle one deep left.
Get the fuck out of here, man. How you stop the man in front of me so I can't get...
Intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back.
That's so fucking fugazi. I don't... come on, bro. Yeah, it's about time for me to go and get the fuck up off Madden. This nigga literally is running. He doing his own fucking route. And they just make him stop.
34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
And I can't click down here. Why?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
But he get the fuck out of here, dog.
Now the Cowboys
Get the fuck out of
first
here.
of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
No way.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Of course.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking left side.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now it's blocked. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
You got one more time, man. One more.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Coleman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
That the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Patriots still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Man, y'all don't want that boy. All he got to do is throw the shit upfield. Like, why are y'all playing with him, bro? You made him hit twice right there. Upfield. Way to try to stop the interception, Tiger.
Now a 2nd and 10. Caldwell in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 3rd down, Coleman, flush to his right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Coleman. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Coleman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, Coleman escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment. To a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, Lawrence, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Yeah.
Stop the bullshit, man. Because he would have flung that bitch back across field, boy.
Down there, but he cannot connect. Now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And some determined running there.
Bro, I suppose we got the juke move off, man.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's a handoff.
Bro, stop the bullshit,
He's not
man.
going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Fucking run out from the block.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade.